This film is about Panama City, Florida, Panama City Beach, Bay County, and surrounding areas. People from all over have visited our area and have spread intriguing tales of its unbelievably white sand beaches that run directly along the Gulf of Mexico. We hope that you enjoy it and that it brings back many memories for you.
Overlooking St. Andrew Bay, a natural landlocked deep-water harbor and one of Florida's largest and safest, is Panama City, Florida, one of the most notable of young cities to rise in the midst of this virgin resort territory. The county seat of Bay and the second largest city in northwest section of the state, Panama City bears the striking cleanliness of most sun-washed Florida towns and gives evidence of its youth and prosperity in the many modern structures that silhouette the skyline. Aside from its tourist interest, this resort community holds great promise in the industrial field, with firm roots already growing in paper making, commercial fishing, oil distribution, chemical production, and textile production. Panama City is also the site of Tyndall Air Force Base, an aircrew training center assigned to the highly important task of training interceptor air crews and aircraft controllers for specialized roles in air defense. It is said the training provided by the personnel here will affect the success or failure of our air defense system. The only U.S. Navy mines countermeasure station in the country is located at Panama City. Here, scientific research, development, and testing of means to counter or neutralize an enemy's sea mines and torpedoes is carried on without fanfare or the recognition that accompanies many segments of our armed services. The natural and acquired endowments of the Panama City area are fostered by alert city and county governments, which are placing this community before the nation's eye with the able assistance of citizens. Yes, from a quiet little fishing village of some 20 years ago, Panama City today stirs with a fever of pursuit toward greater things to come. Modern, adequate schools, staffed by capable instructors, abundant churches, many palatial homes located throughout the town and along the picturesque bay reflect the prosperity of the area. Flowers bloom in profusion throughout the year, enhancing the natural loveliness of the area and proving that nature gives freely of its warm air and sunshine here. January and February find a variety of colorful flowers coming to full radiance under the warm winter sun. To reach this land of never-ending summer is simply to board a train, a plane, a bus, or a car, for all roads lead to Panama City. Vacationers from such nearby metropolitan areas as New Orleans, Birmingham, Atlanta, and Jacksonville, all within a 300-mile radius, can reach Panama City within a few hours. Excellent highways connect Panama City with all parts of the nation. 3 bus companies serve the city, operating 40 buses in and out of the town daily. A convenient airport served by a major airline gives direct connections to any point. Easily reached, Panama City is not easily forgotten. Every desirable attraction necessary for a perfect Florida vacation is here for the choosing. Several modern downtown hotels are available for tourists and transients who prefer living near the city activity. Completely equipped to meet the demands and needs of the traveling and vacationing public, these splendid accommodations also encourage various conventions and other large groups to come to this vicinity. Of the some 20,000 tourist accommodations in the area of the beach and city, there are a variety of types to suit every individual need and desire. Whether one seeks a cool, shaded street, a spot near the city activity, or a place right on the Gulf, there are any number of motor courts, apartments, hotels, and cottages from which to choose. Panama City plays host to some 26 miles of uninterrupted shoreline that holds several beach developments, all closely enough settled so that the entire length appears to be one continuous resort. The full distance holds splendid beach accommodations, consisting of motor courts, hotels, apartments, and cottages, where you may spend the night, the week, or the season. Modern in every respect, some of them offer the luxurious feature of year-round air conditioning. The greater majority of vacationers, of course, look to the beach for its well-rounded recreational conveniences. Located only a few minutes from the heart of the city, the beach stretches for miles east and west along the Gulf, directly on U.S. Route 98. The whole perspective of white sand and blue water against an equally blue and white sky presents a most colorful and inviting scene, giving rise to a thought, the world's most beautiful beaches. The kind sun, the lulling recurrence of the surf, and the gentle caress of soft Gulf breezes is certain to make you forget any worry you thought you ever had. Add to this the vigorous indulgence of a tumbling surf, and you're enjoying nature's own free invitation to relaxation, fun, health, and happiness. A public park area, situated right on the beach, is ideal for family and group picnicking parties. A naturally friendly community, the beaches cater generously to family groups and furnish every facility for the comfort and enjoyment of young children. The fine, sugar-like sand feels especially good to tender feet, and there are no automobiles to endanger play or interrupt sunbathing. The invigorating ocean has no strong undertows and is ever present for the enjoyment of all. If ever an area was discovered to fit into the picture of today's vacation needs, that place is Panama City, Florida, where sunshine, health, relaxation, and complete informality flourish. One of the most inviting features of this new-fledged resort region is the undeveloped territory, where miles of untraveled, hard-packed sand and lone sand dunes stand idle for those in search of solitude. Truly a stage of ever-changing scenes, a complete contrast is offered in the amusement vicinity of the beaches, with its crowds enjoying the various forms of entertainment offered. Nearby is a 1,000-foot fishing pier. Winter and summer, this scene remains the same, for there are always natives and tourists angling with every bait and tackle imaginable. Next to the beaches, fishing and hunting are the region's chief attractions, and one has only to wet his line in any of the nearby waters to find out why. Springing from a small fishing village, Panama City holds enviable prestige in the fishing industry, whether it be for commercial reasons or pleasure. The city piers are the docks for the charter fishing boats, which leave daily for snapper banks or Gulf cruising areas, and you can be sure they will always return with a catch. The folks back home may find it hard to believe your fishing experiences, but here is proof. Even the novice has little time for idle conversation or impatient waiting. It's best to eat a hearty breakfast before joining a fishing party off Panama City shores, for your energy will be well spent after a couple of hours of endless activity. Out in the Gulf, there are such prizes to be had as the fighting tarpon and sailfish, plus bluefish, amberjack, ling, redfish, and king mackerel. Fishing rodeos with cash prizes for the winning anglers are special attractions, and local fisheries are ready to buy the day's catch at prevailing prices if the angler has more than he wants. Since commercial fishing is such a highly profitable business in these waters, it is certain that the amateur will not leave here lacking of fishing thrills. On trips such as this, the average day's haul is 300 pounds, and it's not uncommon to bring in a 1,000-pound catch. One of the chief pleasures for convention goers or other group gatherings is to charter a fishing boat for the day and enjoy together the thrills encountered with the denizens of the deep. Natives and tourists daily visit the docks to see what prizes each boat brings in after an eventful day in the Gulf. It's truly an incredible and colorful sight to watch boat after boat return with a beautiful catch. Few disappointed fishermen ever leave these docks. Confirmed bait casters, fly fishermen, or just plain cane pole fishermen find the lakes of West Florida a brim and trout paradise. Such nationally known fishing havens as the Dead Lakes, Lake Wenico, Ocheesee Lake, and Blue Springs bring thousands to the many fish camps in this section. St. Andrew Bay holds the Yacht Club Basin with full facilities for docking craft. It's annually the scene of the well-known Candler Regatta held every June. The world-famous Lipton Regatta is also held here, in turn with other participating Gulf cities. Always enjoyable is the sight of sailboats on the bay. Visitors are invited to try their hand at this easy-to-learn and completely satisfying sport. Tennis, badminton, bowling, and shuffleboard are among the other numerous recreational activities available in and near the city. Still another is golfing on the excellent 18-hole golf course at the Panama Country Club. The greens are open to the public all year, and visitors and natives may sharpen their game in several annual tournaments. Good food as well as good fun is essential to any vacation, and Panama City is adequately equipped to satisfy the most Epicurean taste. The beaches, too, boast excellent eating establishments, including outdoor restaurants and convenient drive-ins. For after-dark recreation, there are any number of friendly, intimate spots where fun, entertainment, and relaxation are yours for the taking. Yes, man's need for diversion is amply met in Panama City, Florida. Never-ending recreational pleasures and one of the world's most beautiful shores extend a year-round invitation to health and happiness. So come to Panama City, Florida. Bathe in translucent waters. Relax on clean, soft sand, and rest in nature's own Gulf-cooled breezes that never fail the world's most beautiful beaches.
Midway along Florida's panhandle, the Gulf of Mexico pushes inland to form 4 bays: St. Andrews Bay, West Bay, North Bay, and East Bay surround Panama City, Florida, which is the county seat of Bay County. The city has 11 miles of bayfront. The county has 23 miles of shining white sands, the world's most beautiful beaches, part of Florida's famed Miracle Strip. Vacationers come far to enjoy the sun, the sugary white sands, and the clear blue-green waters of the Gulf of Mexico. At the east end of the beach are the dunes and sea oats of St. Andrews State Park, preserving the natural beauty while providing picnic and camping areas, a fine family place. A big amusement area at the beach offers light-hearted fun and 1,001 thrills. A dinosaur? Ancient Easter Island head? Giant monkeys? What's all this? It's the goofiest game of goofy golf you've ever played. At night, the fun goes on and on. Plenty to see and do. nightlife and delicious food. Seafood is, of course, a specialty. The area has many excellent restaurants. With thousands of motel and hotel rooms, there are accommodations to fit every vacation budget. And everywhere there's water and all kinds of water sports. For the true sailor, there's nothing like sailing the broad, protected bays. Skimming the blue bay waters before a steady breeze. Or throwing up a wake behind powerful motors in one of the popular regattas. This is the land of year-round water skiing, and the sport never had a lovelier setting. The biggest sport of all is fishing. From piers, from jetties, bridges, the shore, or from a trim charter boat. The catch is excellent. Party boats really come into their own in Bay County, Florida. They take the angler way out into the Gulf of Mexico. Reel 'em in. Looks like we've hit a school of red snapper. With an electric reel, just push the button, zip, instant fish. And what fish? Catches like this are commonplace in Panama City and Bay County. The freshwater fishing hotspot is the 5,000-acre Deer Point Reservoir, an example of excellently managed water resources. Hang on, Florida black bass are real fighters. The upper portion of North Bay was transformed into a huge reservoir of soft water when the county built a low dam. An excellent fishing lake, yes, but more than that, providing 500 million gallons of water a day for industry. Its capacity far exceeds the current usage, and pipelines such as this giant 10-mile line connect the reservoir with the county's industrial areas. One such pipeline serves International Paper Company, the area's largest manufacturer. International Paper Company converts the vast stands of slash pine in North Florida into bleached pulp and paper products. Panama City's fine deep-water harbor permits International to load its finished products right at the plant dock. A combination of abundant raw material, fresh water, excellent transportation, fine climate, and skilled labor. Nearby, Arizona Chemical, a subsidiary of International and American Cyanamid, turns a byproduct of the paper process into a variety of chemicals used in paint, varnish, inks, and many other products. Florida Gulf Coast living appeals to skilled labor. One reason, Glenn Manufacturing Company, makers of petty dresses and beachwear, located here. The expanding markets of the Southeast brought KC Foundry to the area. KC manufactures cast aluminum products and found such a ready market for its products that company growth has exceeded the owner's most optimistic expectations. Power sources are designed for now and the future. Locally owned West Florida Natural Gas Company has extensive capacity for both home and industry. Gulf Power Company provides abundant electrical energy. The company's new plant has a capacity of 500,000 kVA. An industrial park of 117 acres, complete with giant gantry cranes and deep water dockage on two sides, offers excellent plant sites. The park lies directly on the Gulf Intracoastal Waterway, a protected water highway that passes through 3 of the county's 4 bays. This brings barge transportation, the lowest cost bulk freight rates, to many industrial sites in the county and to petroleum storage terminals. This Florida port is an overnight haul to more people than any other port in the Southeast. A market of over 12 million people and growing every day. New broad highways link Bay County to this rich market. The Bay Line Railway ties in with the national system. A modern airport is served by 2 major airlines with a dozen daily flights. In addition to commercial lines, there are full facilities for private craft. The city and county are proud of Tyndall Air Force Base, just south of town. 5,000 military and civilian personnel are employed at this Air Defense Command training base. Its fast interceptors have the twin responsibility of repelling enemy bombers and launching retaliatory attacks. Tyndall is also the site of the Air Force William Tell Weapons Meet. The interceptors are guided to the target by radar, which then fires the rockets. Also in Bay County is the U.S. Navy Mine Defense Laboratory. These are the first motion pictures of an experimental 2-man submarine being evaluated here in the lab's extensive facilities by the station's skilled scientists and engineers. To develop the ways and means of locating and destroying enemy sea mines and torpedoes is the mission of the laboratory. It takes the latest in equipment and highly qualified men to do this. These trained scientific minds are also available to local industry and educational organizations for the industrial and cultural development of the community. This is an example of the spirit of cooperation between the civilian and military communities. Bay County Vocational School teaches the skills needed by local industry and business. An excellent county school system goes through the junior college level. Both facilities and faculties meet rigorous standards. Together, tourism, industry, and the military form a stable economy. Modern, attractive buildings indicate the area's dynamic present and bright future. Everywhere are new buildings that add to the natural beauty of the city and countryside. Located directly on St. Andrews Bay is a fabulous government and convention complex, complete with an auditorium seating 3,000. This huge sundial presented by the U.S. Navy Mine Defense Laboratory and this F-86 jet fighter presented by Tyndall Air Force Base are symbols of the cooperation between the military and the community. Among the city and county's beautiful buildings are the churches. Many are modern, some are traditional, and all are well supported. Homes reflect the same loving care in a community proud of its beauty. There is also a fine challenge golf course, and like most other points of interest, it lies right along a bay shore. The country club has both a large pool and a dining room. This is the story of a city, a county, its people, and a way of life water makes possible. 4 bays and the Gulf of Mexico provide 1,000 vacation pleasures. The world's most beautiful beaches combine with abundant fresh water for home and industry. The Gulf Intracoastal Waterway for barges, and the deep, broad bays for big ships. Water for work. Water for play. Truly, a water wonderland. Bay County, Panama City, Florida.